Yes, sir. Let's.
Yeah. Hi everybody. So welcome to iitiansgateclasses classes. In this session, we are going to discuss question from instrumentation branch, and this session will be on general aptitude. So we have done for electronics and communication as well as electrical engineering. So now we are going to talk about. We are going to discuss, in fact, the question from general aptitude, right? So for instrumentation engineering, right? So you see here, I'm going to take 10 questions from original paper and okay, so let us start the very first question. So you guys can also participate since the exam is very near, right? And you guys can also answer the okay, considering that this kind of question you can expect in the coming examination after 10 or 20 days. So the question number one was nestled in the green spot, right? Dash the ocean and the hills. Okay, so these are the options which have been given through in at, right? Okay, so these are the options. We have to fit in this fill in the blank, right? So the village was nestled in a green spot. Okay, so what can be the right answer for this question, guys? This question is from verbal aptitude, you can say, and so we are going to describe today each options. Okay, then we will see. So suppose we are going to put this through here, right? So what is the meaning of through? Where we have to use through word, right? So through word basically implies what? The movement from one side to another side. Okay, and it is not suitable here, you can say. So through will not be correct. Okay, if you are moving from one side to another side, right? So this is not going to be suitable for describing the village location between. Okay, so basically you have to describe the village location between the ocean and the hills. So option for this question will be D only, right? So these are the options which are not correct. In indicates what? Something is being enclosed, you can say, right? Okay, or you can say that the village is inside, but here there are two things, like ocean is there, some ocean is there, and there is a hill. So your village is here, right, between them, right? So option D will be correct for this question. We'll move to next question, right? So this question is for 1 mark and we don't have to spend much time, right? Yeah, so I believe everybody might have understood. Let's move to next question. So next question is analogy based, as I have taught also, and we have been taking up questions. So analogy questions are very good question. You see, A is to B and C is to D. So whatever relation A and D has got, the similar relation we have to find for C and D. So disagree is to protest. Okay, then agree is to what, right? So these are the words which are given in here, like refuse, pretext, recommend, and refute. Okay, so again this question is from, you can say, the verbal aptitude, right? Okay, so what is the meaning of refuse here? You can see. Okay, refuse meaning is nothing but you can say that reject something, right? Okay, not directly related to protest. Okay, remember. Okay, this is not directly related to protest. Okay, okay, because disagree, this is the opposite one. So we have to find something related to protest. Okay, so pretext, what is the meaning of pretext? Okay, pretext is nothing but kind of excuse, or you can say, right, or kind of, okay, a false reason which is not directly related to agreement or disagreement. Okay, it is not related with agreement or disagreement also. So you can say this is also not going to be correct. Okay, now there is a word recommend, and there is a word refute. What is the meaning of refute? Refute means you are trying to prove something which is wrong or false, you can say, and this is not related with also. Okay, so the recommend is going to be a good word here. You can say recommend, right? So recommend is basically a best option for this. Okay, and it is a, you can say, kind of best opposite of agree in this analogy, you can say, right? So option C will be correct for this question. Okay, so according to the official key also, the first was D and this is nothing but C here, right? I hope this makes sense. First was D, yes. Okay. Let's move to next question. The question number 3, right? So this question was very good question. If you read the question, okay. So what they have given here is the phrase. If you go through this question, a Frabjous number. Okay, this is kind of number, you can say. Frabjous number is defined as a three-digit number with all the digits odd. Okay, all the digit must be odd and no two adjacent digit being the same. What is the meaning of adjacent? Suppose I'm writing a three-digit number like, two 2 4, right? So these are the adjacent numbers which are same here, so this is not the correct one. And that too, these numbers are not odd numbers. So odd numbers are like 1 1 1 3, so this is not also correct because 1 1 is there, right? So adjacent digits should not be same also, right? So for example, they have also given like 137 is a frabjous number. Okay, but this guy is not correct. 133 is not. Okay, now the question is how many such frabjous number exist. So this question is from counting, you can say. Counting. Okay, so if you have studied counting and if you know the concept of filling the space, concept of filling the space. The concept of filling the space, and you have got three space, you can say 1 2 3, and you have got out of you can say 0 to 9, out of digits, we have to consider only odd digits like 1 3 5, 7 and 9. So we have got five digits here, and these digits has to be filled here so that you can have this frabjous number. I believe this is fine. So there are five digits here, so you can fill this space by five ways. Okay, but this has to be filled by four ways. Okay, because one of the digit already you have used, so the same digit we don't have to use here, right? Okay, that is for sure. Now suppose you have used this digit here. Now at this point you can say here many of you might go for 3 also, right? So but 3 will not be correct because we have got still four choices to fill it up, right? Because you can fill this digit with the help of 5 also, right? Because adjacent should not be same, but this digit and this digit can be same. So you see here you have to just multiply because all the event has to happen. So 5 into 4 is 20 and 4 is going to be 80. So answer for this question is 80. Many students what they will do here is they will take 5 into 4 into 3. Okay, they will think that okay, this space can be filled by three ways, this can be filled by 4, this can be filled by, okay, but here you can allow repetition. Okay, here the in this you can see space the repetition is allowed, but here it is not allowed, you can say. Here the repetition is not allowed. Okay, understand? So this is very good question. So we have got 80, right? And that too here, if you have suppose you have filled 5 here or 3 here, whatever, right? So you cannot fill here 5, right? So that is what the main thing is. So answer for this question is uh I think question number 3, right? Yes. So question number 3 has got the answer D, right? Yeah. So you see here this was C, now it is D, right? Let's move to next question. Okay, the question is from some statement is given here related to GATE 2023, right? So, which of the following statement must be true about the mean and the median of the scores of the all candidates appearing for GATE 2023? Okay, so you see, you don't know the statistics of GATE 2023. Now, after GATE result, you will come to know, but during the exam, you were not familiar with that. So they gave you some statement here related to like which one of the following statement must be true. Okay, about the mean and the median of the scores of the all candidates appearing for GATE 2023, right? So you read the options here, guys. The median is at least as large as the mean. Okay, see, median is what is the median? Median is nothing but, everybody knows that median is nothing but a middle number. Okay, median is nothing but a middle number. When suppose the scores are given, right? Suppose the scores are given, so you can sort the data, you can write them in ascending order or descending order, and then you can find the median, right? But here the scores are not present. You can see here the scores are not present. Okay, and what is the meaning of mean, guys? Mean is nothing but average, you can say, right? Mean is going to be the average. Okay, so you cannot comment it is not necessary that, okay, it is not necessary that the mean is at least as large as the median. Okay, until the scores are given, right? So we can't say that. I hope this makes sense to all, right? So this is a very good question that you will find in the paper, right? So this statement is not necessarily have to be true, because the median is nothing but a middle value that you can say, right, when the data is sorted. Okay, And the mean is nothing but what I can write also, guys. Median is nothing but middle value, okay, when the data is sorted, right? Okay, and the median is a middle value, right? And the mean is nothing but average, right? Mean is nothing but, okay, mean is nothing but average of all the values. Okay, so the median can be less than, or you can say equal to or greater than the mean, depending upon the distribution of the score. But here you can see here in this statement there is nothing like any. We haven't been given any sort of scores. Okay, so we can't comment on this. So this cannot be correct here. The mean is at least as large as the median. This can also be not okay. Okay, not necessarily to be true. Okay, because the same reason that you can mention. Okay, so both the options are eliminated, right? Here they are calling it mean or is large, median. Okay, so you can't comment on that because unless or until you get the scores, how can you say that the median is greater or the mean is greater, right? Now let us go to next question. Let us go to next option. At most half of the candidate have a score that is larger than the median. Yeah, this can be correct. Okay, this option C can be correct because you know that there will be a median once you will sort it out, right? And below the median the score can be less, above the median the score will be less, I mean greater. You might have also heard whenever people talk about placement at different IITs like IIT Bombay or ISC, so nobody reveals the actual placement statistics like actual CTC or whatever base salary people have got. They always mention the median salaries. I believe you might have heard this kind of a word, median CTCs, right? So below median, okay, median is nothing but middle value. You can say that the kind of 8 lakh, you can say. So above that, okay, half of the candidate have a score. So this option can be correct here, right, guys? This options, okay, option C. At most half the candidate have a score that is larger than the mean. Here you can't comment until or unless you have been given what you have been given the distribution of our scores or scores are given, right? So option C will be correct for this question, and this question needs just a a real definition of mean and the median. Okay, so question number 4 has got the option C. Okay. Let us go to next question, question number 5. Okay. Though in this question, okay, we can comment on, right? Question number 5 may what is there? Okay, so this question is basically based on you can say observation, right? You can answer the question, this kind of question directly. So in this diagram, ovals are marked as different heights. Okay, you can see here these ovals. This is small, then bigger. Okay, as you are going down, right? This is a hill. Which of the following option PQRS depicts the top view of the hills, right? Okay, which of the following options depicts the top hill? So if you are going to look from here, you can say this is your eye, okay, and you're looking from here, you can say, right? So you know that you're going to get some kind of ovals only, right? Okay, rings, okay, but this is the left side, you can say this is left, okay. So the oval is going to be dense to the left, right? Oval is not going to be dense to the right. You can see that one is this, then it will be like this, okay, because you know. So you can see in this is not the correct option, this is also not the correct option, and this is also not correct. Only option I mean the Q is correct, which is nothing but B option is correct in this case, right? So what logic we are applying here is the ovals, if you're looking from up, right, so these are the concentric ovals, right? So there will be a dense to the left, not to the right, okay. But in this case you see there is a dense to the left, right, okay, but here the dense is okay. So option B can be correct, okay. So this question needs just kind of observation, a good observation without any pressure emphasis, right, during the exam, okay, hall, so you can get the answer, okay, happily. Now this question is question number 6. Okay, so in this question, though, if you look at the official answer key, right, so in this question they have given MTA, right? In this question they have given MTA, so we will not discuss this question, okay, because in this question they have given MTA, okay, because question number 6, yeah, so everybody got 2 marks because some sort of error is there, right? So we will not solve this question. I'm just telling you, right? Because if you read it also, you might go for some options and then fine. So let us go for question number 7 directly. Okay. Question number 7 will solve. What is the question here, guys? Ankita has to climb 5 stairs starting at a ground. See, whenever questions are given, now you have to read the question and follow all the instructions, right? So to in order to solve the question, you don't have to miss any instruction. Otherwise, you will not get the answer, right? So we will solve this question nicely. So can we go through the question first? Ankita has 5 stairs starting at the ground. Okay, so we are starting at the from the ground, and while you can say respecting the following rules also, right? So there are whatever rules are mentioned, that rules we have to follow, right? Yes. So first is what, at any stage Ankita can move either one or two stair up, right? She cannot go up like 3 stair or 4 stair. She has to, either she can go up one time like this, or she can go like this. Okay, ऐसे. I think this is clear, right? So you can just understand. Okay. Either she can go to up like this, or she can go to two times like this. Okay. At any stage, Ankita cannot move to lower step. Okay, she cannot come back also. This is also very important to keep in mind, right? So what they have given is, let Fn denote the number of possible ways in which Ankita can reach the nth stair. Right. So since they have given here some example, like F1 is nothing but 1, means he has moved to one step up, right? Okay, this is very important to understand. N equal to 1 means there is only one way. You can say F1 equal to 1. N equal to 1 means one way. N equal to 2 means what, guys? N equal to 2. This is nothing but N equal to 2, right? You can say. So there is two way. Okay. One way, either she can go one step moves, okay? One step moves, or you can say that one two step moves, right? Okay. So she will go one step moves or two step moves. So understand, this is very important to keep in mind. Now next is this is nothing but there are three ways, you can say. Okay, so she can either take three once step moves, right? Or you can say two step followed by the one step, or you can say that one step followed by the two step, right? So this is the understanding that you have to do, right? You have to understand. Okay, so if you know this kind of a scenario, I mean, if you want to solve this, right, so you can go for uh, one of the shortcut method that you can use here, that is nothing but what, using some Fibonacci sequence. I think you guys might have heard about Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so this is nothing but Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so what we have we given here, F1 is nothing but 1, that is one way to reach the first stair, right? Second one is two way to reach the stair, right? You can say that two way, that is nothing but 1 plus 1, or you can say that 2. Okay, directly two way. Okay, like you can move two stairs up. The third is nothing but F3. Okay, so you will realize that this is nothing but 3 here, right? So there are three ways. You can say 1 plus 1 plus 1, or 1 plus 2, or 2 plus 1, like this. Okay, so there are three ways. Now you have to realize that this F3 is nothing but what? The sum of first and second. You can see 1 plus 2, right? So if you want to find F4, F4, right? So you have to add these two, right? So because you have to add, the previous, you have to add this. You can say that F3 plus F2. Okay. And if you want to find F5, so it is nothing but what? F4 plus F3. Okay. So F4 is going to be what, guys? That is 5, right? So F4 is nothing but 5, and F3 is nothing but 3. So total is 8. Answer for this question will be 8, right? Answer for this question is 8. Seventh one, you can go for option A. Okay? So this is also kind of question which was not that difficult, right? You have to just understand. So whatever statement is given, what kind of mistake we do always is, we start focusing on these numbers first, okay, and we try to uh, kind of start making guesses. That is wrong way. Okay, you have to follow these instructions which is given. So you can realize the formula, guys. Okay, the f you can realize the formula. Fn is nothing but what, guys? Fn is nothing but this number. Okay, and this number, right? That's it. So answer for this question will be F. Suppose they are asking F6. So F6 is going to be what? F5 plus F4. So you can say that this is nothing but 8 plus 5, right? So 13. In this manner, you can find the, okay. So this kind of question you can practice from computer science aptitude, right? Because in computer science, very tricky question they give from these sequences. This is nothing but a Fibonacci sequence, okay? Please remember that. So this 2 mark question was very good question, right? Fine. So let us go to next question. Question number 8, right? So a big passage is given, kind of you might feel headache also, but you have to get the 2 mark here. So you have to solve it, right? So let us read the passage quickly, right? So reading should take only 40 seconds. The information contained in DNA is used to synthesize protein that are necessary for the functioning of life. Okay, that we know, right? DNA is composed of 4 nucleotides. Adenine, the first letter you have to choose. I mean, okay, of the word. Okay, thymine. Okay, T, cytosine, and you can say guanine, right? So the information contained in DNA can be thought of as a sequence of 4 nucleotides ATCG. Now DNA has coding and non-coding regions. Okay, so DNA has got coding and non-coding regions, you can say, right? The coding regions where the sequence of the new nucleotides are read in the group of 3 to produce individual amino acids constitutes about 2% of the human DNA, right? This is very important, okay? You see, this percentage is very important. So, sequence of these nucleotides are read in groups of the 3 to produce individual amino acids, and it constitutes only 2% of the human DNA, not 100%, right? For example, the triplet nucleotides CCG code, okay, while triplet GGA, okay, these are the just they have written multiple amino acids are then assembled to form a protein, right? So let us jump to the options now. Okay, देखो. Based on the only on the information provided above, which of the following statement can be logically inferred with certainty? So these are the 2 options. I mean 2 statements that can be correct. So you see here, guys, the majority of the human DNA has no role in synthesis of the protein. So nowhere it is mentioned. Okay, that you have to understand, right? Nowhere it is mentioned that the majority of the, okay, this is very important to realize. Okay? I think this is clear. And the second option, if you go through, I mean, second statement, if you go through, what is that second statement, guys? The second statement they have given here is nothing but the function of about 98% of the human DNA is not understood, right? So this is also not mentioned anywhere, right? Ki any sort of function or something, right? So what will be the correct option then, right? So here, the correct option for question number 8 is nothing but what, guys? Option D, right? Neither first and nor second. I think this is clear. Yeah. So passages above describes what the coding region in detail, which constitute only 2% of the human DNA, but that doesn't mean that rest 98%, which is non-coding region, don't play any role in the synthesis of protein. That is what the very important thing. Please remember this, okay? And if the details are absent here, doesn't mean that the function are not at discovered in the medical domain. Okay, understood? So this is very good question. Question number 8. Let us move to next question. Yeah. The question number 9 is from mathematics. You can say just function. The topic is function, right? If you know how to graph a function, life is very simple. Which one of the given figure PQRS represent the graph of a following function, right? So you guys can take some value of x and you can check out and eliminate options. But I will be giving you the correct way of answering the question. So if you take this guy, okay, like let me consider here f of x. F of x is nothing but mod of inside the, okay, like they have given x plus y, okay, minus x minus 1, not x plus y here, guys, x plus 2. Okay, so I'm just going to erase this. I've taken by, anyway we can just do it, right? So x plus 2 and x minus 1, right? So first of all, you can take this guy inside, so you can say this is nothing but by x plus 2 and minus x minus 1, right? So you can plot first this, okay, then you take the mod of that. So all the value of bi which are negative will become positive, right? So if you try to plot this guy, right, so if you're going to plot it, so first of all you can find the critical point. This is nothing but x minus x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 1, right? So you just draw it. Okay, so you see here, this is nothing but x equal to minus 2 and this is nothing but kind of x equal to 1, right? Okay, so if you try to calculate the value of bi at x equal to 1, right? So x equal to 1 means guys क्या हो जाएगा बताओ? X equal to 1, bi is gonna be 3, right? And x equal to minus 2, right? X equal to minus 2, the bi is going to be what? Bi will become minus 3. That you have to understand. So you can just join it, right? If you join, this kind of situation will occur. Okay. Now what you can do here is okay, and it will be constant. I mean, here it will be constant, you can say, right, like this. Yeah, so you can realize that yes, yeah, we are getting the same. So this cannot be the correct answer because, you know, I hope this makes sense, because you know you have to still take the mod, because since here bi is negative, right? Here the bi is negative, you can say. So what will happen here is when you will take the mod of bi, so this guy, I mean this will be going up like this. Okay, ऐसे कुछ ऐसा आएगा. So you can see here this option will be correct option. You know, these are the wrong options. Okay, so I think if you know the plotting, so answer for this question is option A, right? C. And other way of also understanding is if you take some value, like if you take x equal to minus 2 here, so you put here, right? So x equal to minus 2 में क्या हो जाएगा? This should be positive 3, right? Okay, x equal to minus 2 में positive 3. So this is not the correct. Okay, this is not the correct. Okay, I mean you can just check it, but here they have given some, you know, so you might think, okay, so taking some value putting here is not the correct way of solving. You have to realize first inside the modulus and then take the modulus. Taking the modulus is nothing but what? It will make all the value of bi which are negative. Here minus 3 is negative, so it will be going up like this. Okay, all the value which is negative is going to become positive, right? Fine. So now the question number 10, guys, we are going to solve, and this is also very good question. Okay, so the opaque cylinder, okay, this is the opaque cylinder. Okay, it's suspended in a path of parallel beam of light. Okay, so it is hanging out, you can say some sort of a cylinder is hanging out and some beam is there, right? Some kind of a beam. Okay, light. Okay, so that shadow is cast on the screen oriented perpendicular direction of the light beam. Cylinder can be reoriented in any direction, right? I mean, this is hanging cylinder, right? So you can you know, orient any. Okay, so if suppose cylinder is like this, right, you can see, so you might get this kind of a figure, right? Or you might get this kind of figure also. Okay, and you might get this kind of figure also, but you can't get this kind of figure, right? That is very important to keep in mind. So it's a, so what they are asking is under these conditions which of the shadows PQRS is not possible, right? Not possible means yes, so option D will be correct. Question number 10 is nothing but D. Yeah, so as per official key also D. So you can't get this kind of, okay, if you're going to tilt it also, right, you cannot get this kind of a, okay, these are the shapes which are possible, right? So uh, this was all about 10 question, guys, we have done, right? 10 question from instrumentation, and all the questions were not tough. You can score 15 out of 15 here, right? So provided you have to read the question instructions well, so that there should not be any kind of mistake, guys. Okay, so we'll meet in the next session. Okay, and we'll solve again some questions, right? Thank you so much. All the best for gate 2024. Yeah. Okay.